Hello everyone, good morning, or good afternoon, and good evening in some other parts of the world. This is ONNIE and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to make green plum syrup. In Korean we say Maeshil chong. By the way, for those who are new to my channel talks about Korean culture, Korean way of life, places to visit in the countryside, and married immigrants' way of life here in Korea. So, if you are interested in this kind of topics, please click subscribe and click that notification bell so you will be notified every time I will post a new video. Maeshil is a Korean word for green plum and Chinese plum in China. Is it obvious? And it is not only for eating but has been used for medicinal purposes way back in history in 200 AD. However, Maeshil chong or green plum syrup has been used or appeared in Korean cuisine for less than 15 years, I guess. If you watch Korean cooking channel here in YouTube or search for Korean cooking in the internet, you will notice that green plum syrup is being used in a lot of ways in cooking. This syrup has lots of uses and it is just everywhere. Maybe because it gives fragrance to a dish, and green plum has lots of benefits. And Koreans are lovers of healthy foods. Anything that is healthy, they love it. So I guess that makes it famous in here. In the summer, specifically in the month of May, plum trees bear fruits in abundance. So this is the time for making green plum syrup. This green plum syrup can be used as a drink either hot or cold by just adding hot water or cold water or even ice cubes in it. Drinking it will help in digestion, especially after eating a heavy meal. However, if you have some gastritis or an acidic stomach, you must be careful in using this, in my experience. Actually, this syrup tastes sour and sweet, and it is good for enhancing the flavor of any dish if you add just a little of it. Usually, they add green plum syrup in marinated kalbi or bulgogi, fish jorims, and in salads such as cucumber salads and little salads, and many more. So, how is it done? Let me guide you here in this video. First, wash the green plums and dry them thoroughly. Some spread them in trays or baking pans with paper towels in them. Second, when they are thoroughly dried, we need to remove any stems or little stubs near the stem. Some people do not remove the stubs, but by not removing them, they will float around the syrup and it is not good to look at. And worse, you will have to strain them when you are going to use the syrup. Also, they believe that the chance of mold development increases when you leave the stubs intact. Check out if there are rotten plums. They need to be discarded, for they will spoil the syrup later on. Next, Sanitize the jars or containers that will be used. Next, we need to put sugar in it. As you can see in this video, they don't hold back on the sugar. The standard procedure is 1:1 ratio, but according to the one in charge, you can increase the ratio by 1:2 if you want, or depending on how big and juicy are the plums are. She said more sugar means less chance for the molds to develop and thus increases the success rate of the fermented syrup, and it will turn the sourness into sweet. You may ask what kind of sugar is best. Here we used the plain white sugar. They say white sugar can intensify the fragrance of the plum in the syrup. However, we know that sugar is not really good for health. Some people used organic and bleached sugar instead. What about brown sugar? Well, brown sugar contains molasses substance, and they believe they can diminish the flavor and fragrance of the green plums. By the way, as you can see in this video, we separated the seeds to the skin. The reason is that we can use the skin for side dishes. The syrup is for juices and additives in cooking or marinating. After mixing the sugar and the green plums, we put it in the sterilized containers and need to stir them every other week until the sugar is fully dissolved in the plum juice. Stir them every now and then and wait for 100 days. So, if you want to make a plum syrup of your own, maybe this will help you. I will leave you a few moments without hearing my voice.
yan. Tapos pwede ka pang mamigay niyan.
No. Ay, hindi ko mo. Ayan. Ito, ang gagawin namin dito, kasi part ito ng volunteer service. Pag ma-okay na ito, after 100 days, na ferment, idodonate ito sa home for the aged. Sa mga...
Ano yan eh? Balat lang yan, di ba?
Oo, balat ito.
Yan ang masarap. Yan ang changachi. Yan ang changachi.
Ito yung minsan nilalagay sa mga meat pansan. Masarap ito, guys.
Kahit yan lang kakainin mo, masarap lang yan.
Gagawin ito, guys, nilalagay ito, guys, sa mga pagluluto, sa part ng recipe. Nagpapasarap ng nagpapasarap ito ng pagkain. Nagbibigay ng flavor.
Pengi ako isang sandok.
Yeah. Makikita kayo sa center. Magagalitan tayo niya. Ikaw pati ba naman sa vlog ko ay manghihingi ka dyan? Oh guys, kasama ko si Chad's vlog. Nagpapatuto ako sa kanya kasi siya ay magaling sa pagluluto. Siya ay expert yan. Ako ay hindi.
Pwede mo nang ihain yan.
Pwede na.
Oo.
Doon na siya a month after. So ito na yung plum. Ito, pwede na siguro itong gawing side dish or itong kanyang syrup. Nilalagay namin to sa mga kung magluto. Pwede din siyang ilagay sa pagluto or sa may after eating nagkaroon ka ng kabag, pwede mo rin itong lagyan ng sa mainit na tubig or maligamgam. Ilagay mo siya at inumin. Or kung itong summer napaka-hot, pwede mo rin siyang lagyan ng mga ice cubes.
Parang iced tea.
Parang mga iced tea. Pwede rin siya.
Pag winter,
O hot water, then konting syrup nito, pwede mo na siyang gawing juice. Hot. Yung ganun. So ito naman, itong ginawa na to, ay ibibigay ng center sa home for the aged. Donate. Kasi yung mga matatanda, problema nila ay mahirap yung panunaw, yung digestion nila, medyo hindi na masyadong umaandar. Okay guys, ito yung result na ginawa natin yung kanina.
isang sandok sa akin dun ah.
Aras ko. Si Chate may hilig humingi.